Hi everybody, this is Diana from Sweet y Salado, and today we're going to make a Colombian style pernil, which is a roasted ham or pork leg, or in my case, pork shoulder, because I didn't want to make a whole ham for my family. I know that it looks intimidating to make, but it really isn't, and I'm going to show you how to make it. As always, the link for this recipe can be found at the end of the video, and it's also in the info box below. So the first thing we're going to make is our marinade. So in a food processor or in a blender, we are going to add some beer. We're also going to add olive oil, vinegar, white onion, green onion, lots of garlic, dry oregano, some thyme, cumin. We're also going to add some food coloring. I'm using Sazon. You can use whatever kind of food coloring that you want. And then we're going to season it with salt and pepper, which is about 1 teaspoon of salt per pound and about half a teaspoon of pepper per pound. Now we're going to cover our food processor and we're going to blend everything really well. Now, like I said, you're going to need a pork leg or ham to make this recipe, but I'm using pork shoulder because there's not a lot of people in my family and I didn't want to have a lot of meat left over. So pork shoulder will do if that's what you want to do. Then with a knife, we're going to make some holes inside the meat. And this is to make sure the marinade goes inside and marinates everything from the inside out. Now we're going to take the marinade and we're going to make sure that it goes inside those holes that we just made. And then the last thing I do is pour everything on top of my pork. Now we're going to cover it with some plastic wrap. And we're going to leave it in the fridge for about 1 to 2 days and just make sure you turn it over about every 8 hours or so. Then we're going to place our pork in a roasting pan. We're going to add our marinade. And then we're going to cover it with aluminum foil. Then we place it in the lower rack of our oven and we're going to roast it at 325 degrees for about 4 to 7 hours, depending on how big your pork is. Every 30 to 40 minutes, we're going to baste our pork with the juices that are in the pan, and this is to make sure that the pork meat doesn't get dry. And towards the end, these juices will dry up, so all you have to do is add about 1/4 cup of water to the pan. And after basting our pork, make sure you cover it again with aluminum foil. However, during the last hour of roasting, make sure you take it off completely so that your meat is nice and golden brown on top. We take it out and then we're just going to let it rest for about 30 minutes. And that's your recipe for making a Colombian style pernil. If you enjoyed this recipe in this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel so you can be up to date with all of the new videos that I upload in the future. And don't forget that you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and Google+. Thanks everybody for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye, and buen provecho.